down his decision. He intends to wipe out America. I'm going to say it again. I said God has sent down his decision. His intention is the total destruction of America. Now I know you say you're an American. And there's nothing wrong with that. Say what you will. But the question is America good? And by what standard? And if America has exceeded the limits, then the question is, after God has sent down his decision, somebody has to make it known, publish the decision. There is no appeal. Don't have to waste time. But there is a way to get out from it. It's very narrow, it's very limited, but you can avoid it. And I want to tell you how sometime this afternoon. Now, what is your position, black man, in this judgment? Whether you know it or not, you are the reason why God is judging America. Even as it was in ancient Egypt, it was the children of Israel and Pharaoh's mistreatment of them that caused God's appearance and his judgment. It was the Hebrews in Babylon, their presence and their mistreatment that caused God's judgment of Babylon. It is your mistreatment at the hands of white people that has caused God to send down his judgment on America. Now you, in your silliness, are so forgiving. White folk ain't even asked for forgiveness. I want you to hear me. White folk haven't even acknowledged that they did you wrong. They have not repented for what they did to your fathers and what they're doing to you and what they plan against your future. But God knows their thoughts, their plans, and because he knew them before they came into existence, he planned their destruction before they were born. I want you to hear me. Black people in America, whether you want to believe it or not, are very special to the Lord of creation. Not because you've been good. As you know, you certainly have not been good. But God has chosen people in the past who were not good. But he had a purpose for them. And therefore he chose them to be his people. For his purpose. You have been chosen to be God's people, to do a very special work for God. But you are all wrapped up in the people he came to destroy. You want to integrate with your enemy. You want to marry your enemy. You are in love with your enemy. So if God sends down his judgment on the enemy that you are in love with, you say, no, God, I ain't going with you if I can't bring white folk with me. Yes, this is you. Some of you say, to hell with you, God. I know there's some good white people. And you start making yourself busy trying to find somebody good that you can tell God, see, you're wrong, God. You remind me of Abraham. When the angels came to Abraham and told Abraham that they were going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And Abraham said, would you destroy the righteous with the wicked? He said, well, go see if you can find 50. If you find 50, I'll spare the city. He couldn't find 50. He said, go back, see if you can find 40. See if you can find 30. Then he said, go and see if you can bring me one outside of Lot and his family. If you can bring me one, I'll spare the city. See, God delays judgment so that his people will see that the people he has judged are worthy of what they're about to get. Do you hear me? Now, it's not an accident that in today's times your churches are being burned down. You want to call Farrakhan Antichrist. But I'm not burning churches. I respect the church as a house of God. But somebody is burning your churches. That ain't all they're going to burn. God is going to make you cry out for the destruction of your enemy, because he's going to send that enemy to destroy you because of your unwillingness to come out of her. Listen. In the book of Revelations, talks about a mystery Babylon. A mystery Babylon. Well, there was an ancient Babylon that we know about. But John the Revelator was talking about a mystery Babylon. And according to the English interpretation, the word mystery means unknown, uncertain, obscure, concealed, a secret. Something locked up. Something that has not been or cannot be explained. In theology, it is a supposed truth, a fact of great religious import, which is beyond human comprehension. So the scholars, scientists who translated the Bible out of its original tongues referred to a mystery Babylon. Now, in order to understand the mysterious one, we have to know something about the known Babylon. In ancient times, Babylon, under the kings Nebuchadnezzar and Belshazzar, was the great city of idol worship and evil. She was the queen of evil, rich and well fortified. Mystery Babylon refers to a future city or a future people. No city or people answers the description better than the cities and the people of America. Oh man. A mystery Babylon. Let's look at what Revelation goes on to say. And there came one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls. And he talked with me, saying, come unto me here, And I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.